This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Seaford Animal Hospital.
Well, we continue to connect you and the many cats and dogs here on Delmarva that need a home. And for today's animals, it's especially important.
That's because the shelter is closing at the end of this month. Safe Haven in Georgetown will shut their doors November 30th. The ASPCA has come in to help care for the dogs in the meantime and is also helping find them homes. Brian Spyros is at Safe Haven this afternoon with some of the dogs and ways you can help, right?
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, there are about 60-something dogs here at the shelter, and the goal over the next few weeks is to have them adopted, find them their forever home, or send them to a reputable shelter. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But first, I want to introduce you to Dr. Lynn Lofthouse, who is a Safe Haven board member. So the first thing, there are two big ways that people can help, and explain what they are.
The first one is adopt one of our wonderful dogs. The second is to make a cash donation to help keep the facility open so we can provide for the dogs.
But obviously we can't emphasize adopt, adopt, adopt if you can.
That's true.
When I say reputable shelter, what does that mean?
We're looking to place dogs in shelters that are brick and mortar, 501c3, so they're nonprofit, and they are no-kill, where they have the best chance for being adopted.
And you guys have made arrangements with them, so if there are dogs left over when it comes time to close its doors, they will take the dogs for you.
That's absolutely true.
Okay, so let's meet some of the dogs you have. Again, we said there's about 60 of them, but
Yes.
we're going to meet just a few of them. First, we have Stanley. We're going to bring Stanley in. He's a little excited because he's on TV today. Tell us about Stanley.
Stanley is a pit mix. He's about a year to 2 years old. He's very sweet, very gentle, and a very nice, sweet disposition. He doesn't like other dogs and doesn't like kids.
And you said he may need some training.
Needs some training.
All right, very good. Stanley, thank you very much. And next we have Kent. Let's bring Kent in here. A lot of excitement for them today. Tell us about Kent, Lynn.
Kent is a pit mix. He's about 3 years old. We call him a big goofball, so he's fun-loving, but he will need some training, and he really doesn't tolerate, well, other children or other dogs.
And you talk about training, we should mention that, you know, people just get dogs and want them to be perfect. You have to give them some dedication, especially if they haven't had it, and some training.
And they've been in the shelter for a while, yes.
Got it. All right, Kent, thank you very much. So nice job. Next we have Harold. Tell us about Harold.
Harold is also a pit mix. He's fun-loving and sweet, and he's affectionate, but he doesn't get along well with other dogs and doesn't get along well with children.
So obviously people need to take note of that. All right, very good. Harold, thank you very much. And finally, our last dog is a female, Wednesday. Tell us about Wednesday.
Wednesday is a lab mix. She's very sweet, very loving. She does have some medical issues that you need to be aware of, and she doesn't like other dogs, and she doesn't get along well with young children, but perhaps older ones.
So if you have older children or no children, she may be a good dog. And again, you said some medical issues, so they would need to tend to
We
that.
will discuss with them, yes.
All right, very good. Wednesday, thank you very much. We appreciate it. So wonderful dogs, and as we said, Lynn, the biggest way people can help is adopt. You guys are open through the end of November or until the dogs are adopted, and you
Yes.
need people to come in if they can open up their home to one of these animals.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate it so much. And again, as Lynn and I just said, adoption is the biggest way you can help, and Safe Haven is open 7 days a week, so here's the information. They're open from 11 to 4 every day, except for Thursdays. They have extended hours from 12 to 7 o'clock in the evening. Now, if you would like more information on any of the animals we just introduced you to or the adoption hours, all you have to do is go to our website, delmarvalife.com, click on the show tab. Jimmy and Lisa, with that said, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Oh my goodness, how could you say no to those little faces?
I'm going to have to move to a farm
Go
just
for
to
it.
have enough room for all of them. Well, don't forget to use Pet Connect on DelmarvaLife.com to help lost pets get back home and to help abandoned pets find new homes. It's a free service where you can also see different animals that are up for adoption across Delmarva.
Pet Connect on DelmarvaLife.com.
Thanks for watching Delmarva Life. Be sure to join us Monday. It's Veterans Day, a day to honor those who served our country. Now, you may remember when a very pregnant Sabrina Metzger was on our show, and we surprised her by connecting her with her husband, who was serving in Afghanistan. Well, he is home now, and our cameras were rolling when he got to meet his little one for the very first time. We're going to learn more about what it takes for these families to stick together when they're apart for so long.
We'll also meet a man who served in World War II. He was co-pilot with one of the greatest aviators of all time. Find out how stories like his are being preserved for future generations.
It is one of the biggest planes in the world, and the only place that you're going to see it on display is here on Delmarva. Brian's going to take us aboard the C5A.
And we'll also talk shopping on Monday. Did you know there is a secret code on many price tags? Find out how certain symbols may help you save.
It is marketed as the cat toy that your cat just can't resist. The question is it true? We're going to put the cat's meow to the test.
If you missed any of today's information, just visit delmarvalife.com. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.
Now don't go anywhere. WBOC News at 6 starts in just a few moments. But first, let's hear it one more time for Diamond Blues.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel the glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. You're so lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you just the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look